come home. Now her uncle goes to the hostel to pick up Sienna's brother. In the bathroom, the host girl means Sienna's brother's friend, and her other friend was with her, but then Art comes here. He attacks her with a chainsaw. First attacks her friend, after which he attacks the girl's head and keeps hitting her until her face is crushed. But she was still alive. At the last moment, Art smiles at her and shows that I smile like this and says, "Look, I fulfilled your wish. This happens when I am close, so feel me." Saying this, he eliminates her and puts his spectacles on her dead body. Now the girl's friend was lying on the ground in a critical condition. Seeing that, Art again comes into a brutal mode. With the help of the chainsaw, he detaches her in two and gives her such a painful death. Sienna's sleep is opened by a dreamy dream. She sees that it is 2 o'clock in the night, and her uncle and aunt are still awake because she heard them talking. When Sienna goes down to check, she is scared to see that she was not her uncle and aunt, but Vicky, who was making their voices. While Art had eliminated her uncle, he detached off her head and was attaching the rest of her body on the wall with the help of nails. Now, a small little Art went ahead to attack Sienna, although she also fights him, but without a sword, she could not fight him. That's why she tries to take the sword. But then a little Art comes, attacks her with a hammer, and makes her unconscious. When Sienna regains consciousness, she finds herself tied to a chair, and her aunt was tied to the chair in. There was something wrapped on the table in the middle. Then Vicky goes to her aunt and removes the tape from her mouth. She cries and asks, "Where is my daughter, and what did you do to her?" On this, Vicky tells Art and removes the packet from the thing that was actually a cage in which someone's detached head was. She was being eaten by rats. There was no meat on it. It looked like a skull. That's why she couldn't recognize whose head it was. Aunt, crying, says, "No, this is a lie. I don't believe you. This can't be my son's head." After which she also starts torturing him. She puts a rat in his mouth through a pipe. Then Vicky detaches her aunt's throat and pulls the rat out of there. And in front of Sienna's eyes, she also eliminates her aunt so mercilessly. Vicky then puts a crown of thorns on Sienna, and she says, "Yes, this is really not your cousin's head." After which she says to Sienna's cousin, "I'll bring it there." Then Art puts a pair of glasses on that head, which was a sign to this, that this head belongs to Sienna's brother. After hearing this, Sienna goes crazy. She started screaming loudly. Vicky tells her to shut up. "Listen to me. There is no God here." She starts strangling him. In this way, Vicky believed in Sienna's God and wanted to break her courage so that she can control him. But Sienna was so strong that neither did she believe in God, nor did she break her courage. That's why, despite trying her best, she couldn't control herself. And now she wanted to eliminate her cousin in front of Sienna. That's why Art puts a knife on her neck. But then, Sienna's cousin got an idea. She says, "Okay, you two are angels, right? So please fulfill my wish, after which eliminate me before dying. I want to open a gift of mine," on which both agreed to her. This was the same box in which Sienna had kept that sword because her cousin knew how to eliminate these demons. With the help of that sword, she also said that that box will be opened by Sienna. That's why that gift box is given to Sienna. But before she could open it, Art hits her hand and breaks her fingers. But after enduring such pain, she finally succeeds in opening the box. And surprisingly, her hands also heal on their own because she had that magical sword in her hand. And now, it was her turn. She straightly takes out the sword, tears Art's throat, then throws the sword towards Vicky and pierces his chest. From there, she takes out the sword and pierces his mouth too, and finally blows his head. And like this, Vicky's game was over. But then Art comes with a chance to attack him, but now he had that magical sword. That's why she hits Art completely and keeps stopping her every blow. And like this, here, they start having a dangerous fight. But in the end, Sienna starts hitting him. She pierces the sword in his stomach and puts it next to the wall. But then Vicky's blood turns into acid, because of which the ground there started to melt and burst. And where Sienna's cousin was standing, a light path opens from below, where her cousin fell. But she holds the wall and attacks. Seeing her in trouble, Sienna left Art and went to save her cousin. She holds the sword and tells him to come up. But her cousin's hand slipped, because of which Sienna also slips, and her cousin falls into hell while holding the sword. Seeing this, Sienna is very sad, but she promises herself that I will go to hell. I will definitely bring my cousin and sword back. But then she sees that Art is not there. The window was also open, which meant that he ran away from there, which was very bad news. After that, we gave a girl in the bus who was reading a book about demons, and then Art also came and sat in that bus and starts scaring this girl. That is, is. The series of bloodshed was about to start again, and to stop Art, Sienna will have to go to hell, from where she will bring the magical sword, and to finish Art, once again, she will follow him. And with this horrific ending, this movie also ends here. Thanks for watching.